Hello, and today I'm going to be talking about this Wandrd backpack that I have here. This is the larger one, the Headache. I've been using it on my trips recently and I've thoroughly enjoyed using this bag. It's great because it can fit all your clothes and all your gear into a bag, and it folds out like a suitcase, so it's easy access to get all your stuff. This is my take on it. This is what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and whether you should get it if you need this sort of thing or if you need something else. But it's a great setup for the smaller sort of content creator traveler because you can fit all your gear in it. Okay, so if I open it up flat, this section here is where I keep the camera. You can fit a Wandrd camera cube in here. You can take them out and put them in other Wandrd bags. Like I've got a smaller one, so I can just take the cube out and put it straight into there, which I think is a great. Also add another one by here if you have another cube, so you can have two camera cubes for different lenses set up. I just have the one. I have my camera here and a couple of lenses, filters, all that stuff there. So that's a great little pocket there for your camera. The good thing about this is it has an access on the side by here, so you can access your camera through here, take it straight out nice and easy. And then in this pocket here there's batteries. There's loads of batteries just in here, which is great, but I feel like this battery holder isn't as good as the one on the smaller Wandrd backpacks because they have nice little slots where they go in and fit nicely. In this one they're just a bit loose, and also there's a hidden pocket around here. You can put SD card holders and stuff like that in if you fancy. Okay, moving on to the next section, this top one. Like I said, you can add a camera cube in there if you like, but this is my sort of miscellaneous pocket. I put my drone in there. It's a perfect fit for a drone. I keep hard drives and cables, GoPro, and a mini tripod in there, and other laptop things like chargers and stuff like that. And this bit also has an easy access pocket to like the camera side and the battery holder, so you can easily get in and out of it without opening up the bag fully. Okay, moving on to this section here, and this is where you can fit all your clothes. I really like the netted section because it'll keep your clothes nice and compact and keep them compressed. So you can fit a fair few clothes in here. I wouldn't put too many in it. Enough for a weekend, I would say. If you put a lot in there, it sort of is a bit tricky to shut the bag once it's back over. So I wouldn't recommend putting too much in there. What I like about this as well is it's got this little pocket in here for shoes. I keep my flip-flops in there and then just normally wear my shoes. So it's got a nice little bit and it will get your clothes all dirty. Good little section there. You can fit shoes in it, but it can be a bit tight depending on how many shoes you have. So moving on to this bit of the bag, this is where you keep your laptop. I can find the zip. This is where you can keep your laptop in here. Now it's good because it's nice and secure, but it's not as padded. It's got a little bit of padding, but it's not super padded. And if you have a lot of clothes in, sometimes it can be hard to put it down flat, so it does poke out a bit. I do like it, but I prefer the one on the smaller Wandrd backpacks because they just drop in. They've got a lot more padded. It fits on your back a bit better. With this, it can sometimes poke out a little bit and then the bag's a bit wonky. So it is handy that you can fit your laptop in there, but it's not the most ideal pocket for it. So the things I like about this bag is these handles here. You can take them off and it's easier when you're in airports. You can just take them off. I know sometimes planes don't like having straps on them, so you can just take them off, put them in the bag, and then it's got plenty of carry handles all around where you can just pick it up and carry it like a suitcase, backpack sort of thing. Now, one of the things when you have this backpack on your bag is it sort of is really big, and if you've got a lot of gear in there, laptop, camera, lenses, clothes, and all the weight is the other side, it sort of leans on your back a bit, so it's not the most ideal for like long trekking and stuff like that. It's easy if you're putting it down, taking it off, and for short amount of time, but it can get quite heavy on the back and you lean back and do your back out there. So it is quite big and it has quite a big profile. It's like got a lot of depth to it. So when it is on your back, it adds a lot of weight to it and it is quite big. So you can be swinging around it, puts you off balance a bit. So it's not the most ideal when it's on your back. It does have these easy access pockets here. There's one here. This is sort of like a sunglasses one. Nice fabric in there. And there's another one the other side. It's not the same fabric, but it's, you know, handy to put stuff in there for when you're traveling traveling, just easy access, sunglasses, keys, stuff like that. The thing I miss about the other Wandrd backpack I have is it's got a zip on the front. It slides stuff in and out. It's great for books and notepads, iPads, stuff like that, whereas this doesn't have that. So most of the time, if you want to get something out, you've got to use these two here, or you've got to open it up. Now with this, because of the profile of it, now it says on the website and why I bought is it fits in overhead compartments in planes. Now every plane I've gotten on with it, I've had to take stuff out for it to fit because it's too big. It's got too much depth to it. Especially smaller planes, it's not very good at all. You have to, really cram it in there. And if you've got gear in there, expensive gear, it's not what you want to be doing. So yeah, it doesn't fit on all planes like it does say in the advert. It's sort of why one of the reasons I bought it, which is a bit of a disappointment. And you've got to take stuff out to make it fit in. So you look like a right idiot on a plane trying to take some clothes out and stuff it in there as fast as you can while everyone else is waiting. So it's not the most ideal situation for that. Overall, what I do is I would just get a smaller backpack like the smaller Wandrd one I have, and then either use this as your clothes backpack or just get a smaller carry-on suitcase that you can put all your clothes in. It's great because you can fit all your gear in here that you will need and your clothes, so it would be good for weekend trips and smaller trips. However, it's not really practical for longer trips or traveling or backpacking because it's just too much stuff to fit in there. So I'd recommend getting a smaller backpack for your camera gear that you can take on as a plane, and then get a smaller one to put all your clothes and towels and everything else in there. I bought this bag because I was looking for the ultimate backpack to fit everything I could possibly want and sort of basically live out of a backpack in it, but it hasn't quite worked out as that. There's a lot of flaws to it, like the size, the depth, the profile, and it's just not as practical as I thought it would be. So in future traveling, I'm going to use the smaller Wandrd backpack and then take a suitcase with me because that's just easier, and instead of lugging around a massive backpack trying to cram it into overhead lockers and lugging it around on your back, doing your back out. I think the concept of it is fantastic, but I think it's just a bit flawed in a few places and it's got room for improvement. Overall, I'm not saying the quality of the product is fantastic. It's got really good design like the other one and is so durable. You can throw it around, and all your gear will be fine in it. It's just, as a practicality, it's a great idea, but it doesn't quite work out. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, put the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this, and I will see you on the next one.